Effective Coaching Level 2, Project 2, Understanding Your Communication Style. Please welcome Marvin Corea with his speech titled, Experiences in Communication.
It was January 1997. I was in the Army. My first duty station was Panama. I was transitioning from Panama to Georgia. And in the transition, I was lucky enough to get promoted. Yes. I was from a specialist, which is just one of the lower ranking people, to a sergeant, a non-commissioned officer, which is an important promotion in a soldier's career, getting to that level. And I happened to be promoted in transition. So my previous duty station couldn't promote me, so my new duty station was going to promote me. It was within probably the first couple of weeks of me being there. They had scheduled it. There was going to be a big promotion ceremony. The battalion commander, which is a higher level than I work at a company level, company commander level, and then the battalion commander is one level higher. You could think of as a director or senior VP in the business world. So the battalion commander was going to be there. The command sergeant major was going to be there, very high ranking. And then all of the soldiers in the company were going to be there as well. It was scheduled, but it was a Friday, and be there on time. You don't want to be late for this, especially if you have a battalion commander that's going to promote you. Put your stripes on. My 3 stripes. Well, the day came, and let's say, since this is being recorded, we had some discussions at home that somehow I did not make it out on time. By the time I got there, the whole battalion was gone. The battalion commander was gone. And I got called in by the first sergeant into his office with my new supervisor, who I was just starting to get to know. And let's just say I was just not smiling, of course. I was serious. And he was going at it. Where are you coming from? He took about 5 minutes to say that because he had many expletives in there. Very direct, like you would expect a first sergeant to be. If you could think of a drill sergeant in a movie, he was right up there screaming at you, and you know what? He had a reason to. I missed my own promotion and the battalion commander was there. Yeah. He was very direct, and his communication style was definitely appropriate for that moment. Needless to say, I didn't make a good first impression. It took me a while to get around, probably at least a year before I could start being on his better side. I did get promoted there as well, and I did arrive on time to that promotion. Now that's a direct style, something that according to my evaluation, I'm not, in one sense, a direct communicator. The communication style that I use most, according to the evaluation that I took, is supportive. And another story I'd like to relate regarding that is in a previous role, which with a company that shall remain nameless, to protect the guilty. is I was a manager at a company, and we had a lot of foreign workers that worked within our organization. Some of the other senior managers that were there were also of the same nationality, and I think they brought some of their work culture or customs from their location, from their country, to the US, which is not something that we, at least in the United States, follow. More, their style was, you work and you do everything that I say. If you need to work extra hours, even if you don't get credit for them, you're going to do it no matter what. And for me, as another manager in that company, I was like, no, this can't be. I heard this feedback from people that were workers there, the people that were doing quality assurance. I work in software, so quality assurance developers, they were doing crazy hours, and a lot of times just waiting for things to get done at work, and then at 5 p.m. when the developers get done, then they started doing work. They'd be there until 8, 9, 10 p.m. because of inefficient planning. And people would come to me because they saw that I believe, an open person and listened to them and their grievances. In that case, that communication style, which is what the assessment said I am most, is supportive. And I'd like to think of myself as supportive as well. And one of the reasons why I've gotten into I chose the effective coaching path is because I want to continue to be supportive to others. And in that situation, I was there to listen to the people that had troubles. I tried to bring up those grievances to more senior leadership. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. There's probably things I could have learned, but that's a lesson or a speech for another day. But the thing is, whether you have a direct communication style or a supportive communication style or any other communication style, you have to learn to adapt to the situation. And that's something that I continue to learn as we go through life. And I'll never stop learning. But whether I get screamed at or I get fired, which has happened, I'll continue to improve my communication. And if I have to get screamed at or fired again, then so be it. I'll continue to be supportive in my future roles in what I want to do. Madam Toastmaster.